Hello, this is Daniel Vale, the dealer, Johnny Mac, professionally known as Johnny Mac, excuse me. And this is the episode. Welcome to the Wrestling World as I See It podcast. And the reason I'm shuffling cards like this is because that's what I like to do when I'm about to when I don't put paint on my face. I shuffle cards like this because this is a real big part of what I do. Johnny Mac, for people who may never have heard of it, Johnny Mac is a name I decided to use because my great-grandfather's first name was Johnny. He was married to somebody with the last name of Micole. And that was my grandfather's father and mother. So I decided to give my name Johnny Micole. And when mom shortened it to Johnny Mac, I said, that's perfect. So I recently found out, by the way, that I have some Irish in me. So Micole is Irish in this particular instance. The reason was that have to do with anything? Well, my great-grandfather, like myself, loved playing solitaire. And solitaire is always my favorite card game to play as a kid. Even as a teenager and an early adult. So this topic is WWE WrestleMania 13. And anytime I get started, I like to practice what I would want to do if I was in a character or something. So this is part of it. So let me just hit my name to sign into Peacock, and I can find the topic and start talking about it. I know I was supposed to do this last month, and I'm sorry. I was going through a lot of struggles, and I'm doing this now because I finally have the mind space to. Let me restate that. I finally have the finally have my thoughts together enough to and my emotions in check enough to where I can talk about these topics again. And this is on YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube. And the audio is going to be on Launchpad 1. So if y'all see this on Facebook, after hitting the link I share, then just hit it. Then if you see this from YouTube, because I'm going to share it from YouTube, then just hit the link on Facebook and just watch this. Okay. They're doing an advertisement of tonight's presidential debate on CNN. And then they're going to go into the show. Start off showing all the different celebrities that have appeared throughout the years at WrestleMania and some of the best moments up to that point. They even showed Reggie White and one of his teammates helping him carry Lawrence Taylor to the back after one match he had at WrestleMania 11, I believe, 2 years before this, when he went against Bam Bam Bigelow. And they showed Shawn Michaels coming down like a It's been so long since I saw one of these. I don't even know what it's called, but that was long before Sting started doing it. So they showed him in a harness. That's what it was. It was in a harness. And what I remember from that experience, what I remember was Shawn Michaels' mom saying in his documentary DVD that when he did that, he had to assure her, because she was in the audience watching him, he had to assure her that this was something that Vince McMahon was going to try himself. And they actually showed a video of him actually trying it to show that if he's that confident in himself trying it, why wouldn't he trust his superstars to do the same? And I always thought those things were interesting. They went from all the past moments in WrestleMania to showing the current events that transpired leading up to this WrestleMania. Hawk and Animal joining Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson getting assaulted by Farouk. Psycho Sid fussing with The Undertaker. And fighting him in a cage, even though that they didn't have a match inside of it. Then Bret Hart and Steve Austin hitting each other back and forth in the ring. And those are just the tip of the iceberg in this event. Mm-hmm. They showed what happened the year before this when Shawn Michaels won the WWE title for the first time in that Iron Man match. And then they show all these different videos of all the different stars that were in this event. And they have a fire right behind the number 13. And unfortunately, I believe that's supposed to signify some type of superstition. This is March 23rd, 1997. Next year, I believe, is going to be one of the latest WrestleManias that I can remember, because usually it's late March, early April. I believe next year they're going to have WrestleMania April 19th and 20th next year, or the year after. And the reason that stands out to me is it's a wedding anniversary of a friend of mine. That's why I can remember that. Okay. So, show the referee waiting for the people to come out, and Vince McMahon still doing the commentating, so he was welcoming everybody to the arena. What I remember, and I may have said this already on the build-up to this, about 10 years after this happened, I think, or 9 years after this happened, they were in Chicago, WrestleMania 22, and they inducted Bret Hart into the Hall of Fame. And I don't know if it was Vince or if it was Bret, but somebody made the decision to have Steve Austin induct Bret Hart in the Hall of Fame. And when he inducted Bret Hart in the Hall of Fame, he had shared how this was a match that he was not expecting to even be booked for the show. So as a fan, he was watching at home with two bad knees, and he had to lay down because of how bad his knees were. And he actually spoke about the preparation for the match and how he had to stop drinking beer because he wanted to make sure that he was as ready as he could be physically, because Bret Hart was a cardio machine. So just to last in a match like this, that's a submission match, then you have to not only be willing to do anything, but when you don't know a single submission hold, it makes it even harder. And Steve Austin said he's not a submission wrestler in the first place. So that means if he hadn't have gotten off the beer, and if he had not gotten into better shape, there's no way this match would have been as good as it was. Okay. Ordinarily, I put the quotation marks, but I don't see anything here. Okay. Hmm. The first match had the hillbilly family known as the Godwins. Henry, no, I'm trying to remember what his name, Hillbilly Jim, with his two nephews, Phineas and Henry. Mm-hmm. 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 And the Spanish commentators were Hugo Simonovich and Carlos Cabrera. And the French commentators are one half of the fabulous Rougeau brothers, Ray Rougeau. I don't know the other guy. Oh yeah, Jean Broussard, I believe, or Jean Broussard. Hmm. This is obviously going to be a four corners match, as they used to call it. Four corners tag team match, and it's an elimination match. Going to be the new Blackjacks, the Headbangers, the Godwins, and I don't know this last team right here. The next team coming out, keep on forgetting because this is on Peacock on the computer, on the desktop. Um, okay, it's still buffering. I don't know what to do. All right. Okay. Because I can't. Because I can't see the name. I'm going to have to put it on a. I don't think y'all can hear this because anytime I record live, people can't hear what's playing. So that's why I'm pressing play to hear what's being said. The head. Furnas and LaFon. Okay. That's this last team. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All teams are fighting together. I mean, fighting against each other. Excuse me. Henry and Phineas had the better of Blackjack Bradshaw, I believe, on the inside of the ring. Phineas just hit a right hand on Blackjack Bradshaw. Bradshaw's taking off his chaps. Still has that vest on though. Just knees Phineas into the gut, takes him down. Kick to the face. What's interesting about the Blackjacks is they're the new Blackjacks. By the way, Blackjack Bradshaw, no, Blackjack Wyndham is Barry Wyndham, son of original Blackjack Mulligan. And the original Blackjacks were Blackjack Mulligan and Blackjack Lanza. The reason Mulligan got that name, I believe, was because it was a second chance at doing something quote athletic. And originally he thought he was going to play football, but he got hurt. So when he went into wrestling, he saw it as a second opportunity. And I heard once that a mulligan is a second opportunity. That's why I think he took the name Mulligan. Irish whip reversal by Phineas. Runs over the back of Phineas. Ooh, gets clothesline by Phineas. Does Blackjack Bradshaw. Let's see. Okay, you could see their uncle Jim encouraging them to do something more. Side headlock. Tags in one of the half of the headbangers. Thrasher, they call him. Okay. Let's see. Forearms over the back. Irish whip. Reversal by Bradshaw. Kick to the face. Knocks down Thrasher. Finally takes his vest off. Throws it down. Let's see. Looks like he's going for a pump handle slam. Gets the only other one I know do that was Road Dog Jesse James. because there's two pump handle slams. One where you put your opponent's leg in between the opponent's arm in between their leg, pick them up and slam them. But the pump handle slam I'm familiar with is the one where they pick you, where they put you like that, but instead of picking you up, slamming you, they they turn you inside out, pick you up over their shoulders, and slam you. So that's why doing it the other way I thought was different. So I found out that that was the original pump handle slam. So Blackjack Bradshaw tagged in Henry, I think, Godwin. Then he cheap shots him. Thrasher starts going to work, hitting Henry, I believe it is. No, that's Phineas. I remember now, Phineas. Tagged in Phineas. Phineas starts getting hit with the right hand by Thrasher. Irish whip reversal by Phineas. Back body drop, expertly applied. He tags in Mosh. So they start hitting each other. I'm not really sure what that was. So they turn around and they tag two other men in. They decide to hit one half of not sure what. I think they're from I think it's LaFon. One half is LaFon, I know that. Okay, LaFon hits a snap suplex on Mosh. Okay. When he couldn't get the first kick, he spins around and kicks him with the other foot. Mosh tags out to Blackjack Wyndham, gets hit with a kick. Northern Light suplex, pin attempt to Bradshaw to kick out. Let's see. Kick into the gut, Irish whip. Tags in his tag partner. Irish whip reversal by LaFon's tag team partner, Doug Furnas. Frankensteiner to Blackjack Bradshaw. One. Hooks like two. Kick out by Wyndham, Leapfrog by his opponent. He catches him this time in midair. Almost like a gorilla press slam there. Leg drop. Put to the opponent's forehead into the boot of Bradshaw as he tags him in. Double Irish whip. Double shoulder block takes him down. Bradshaw signaling for something here. He run. Ducks the clothesline. Drop kicks Bradshaw out of the ring through the middle rope. Gets to his feet. His opponent's going for a vertical suplex. Gets hit with an elbow. He's pulled over the top rope by Bradshaw outside. Fortunately, they landed on the blue mats outside. Ooh, forearm. Over the back. Right hand by Bradshaw. No, by Wyndham. Right hand. No, Furnace, that's what it is. Furnace and LaFon. Though it's obvious these two teams are going to be disqualified, the rest of the teams have to face each other. Okay. I think that's Maj, who's the current legal man in the match, going against Henry. Referee needs to get back in there. He's missing. They should have had brought out a referee for another referee to make sure that an important pinfall wasn't missed. Henry's about to do a scoop slam of his own cousin onto Mosh, I believe it is. Executes it perfectly. Hooks leg to kick out. Left shoulder up. Okay. He did like he was about to go for either a power driver or a power bomb. But what does he do? He jumps up and down on him. And the psychology behind that, if there is any, is I believe that's, in all simplicity, that's supposed to add insult to injury. Goes for a vertical suplex here. Let's see. That's expertly applied too. Cover. Saved by Thrasher. Tags in Henry. Gets in there with the right hand, it looks like, to the left ribs. Ooh, pushed straight into the corner by Thrasher, I believe. No, Mosh. No, that was Thrasher. I remember now. Pushed Henry straight into the corner with his left rotator cuff hit the turnbuckle pad. If Henry hits him with a couple of right hands. Irish whip. Ooh. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but he almost looked like a mistake right there. Irish whip. Let's see. I think those were I think we call that once again, I'm not sure what to call it. Like instead of going for a clothesline, it's almost like he did like that with both of his hands. Goes for a cover and left shoulder breaks the count, I believe. Tags in Phineas. Was in there with the right hand to the left side of the ribs. Let's see what okay, headbutt right here. Headbutt again. No effect. He spits at him. That's not good. Spits back at him. Right hand, back and forth. They're not careful. Nobody's going to win this match. Into the gut. To Thrasher. Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline. Gets him. Okay. Falls straight down. Tags in Phineas. No, that was Phineas. I'm sorry. Just aided his cousin Henry by picking up their opponent Thrasher's leg so they could hit a standing splash on him. The shoulder up breaks up that pin attempt. Okay. Tags in Mosh. Let's see. Right hand into the side to the left ribs of Phineas. No, Henry. Irish whip. Puts his head down too soon, so he gets kicked in the chest. He goes for a clothesline. They both go over the top rope, outside to the floor, onto the mat, outside. Let me put it that way. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Lord Jesus. All right, as Mosh is back in there, Henry jumps up on the apron. He gets pulled down with chin over the ropes, and if this was traditional, they may have disqualified him. But because this was the beginning of non-traditional wrestling being allowed, that's why all they would do was warned and not disqualified. Just hit a right hand on Henry. Let's see. I'm not sure what's wrong, but I had to stop it. Okay. He ends up springing off the ropes, jumping onto the apron, and does a clothesline to Henry, and they both go outside to the mat where the mats are at. Thrasher's about to be thrown onto Henry. Ooh. Inadvertently was slammed by Henry as a result of that. That happens when you lawn dart somebody on somebody waiting for him. Let's see. It's up to Thrasher to throw him back in there. What's amazing is that the Headbangers can still do this all these years later. That's the amazing thing about this. Double Irish whip after tagging in Thrasher. Double clothesline. See what happens here. Moonsault. Ooh, misses it big time. As Henry rolls out the way. Let's see what. Okay, tags in Mosh. Phineas gets tagged in. Right hands right away to Mosh, then Thrasher. Scoop slam to Mosh. Scoop slam to Thrasher. See what happens here. Irish whip. Elbows him down. Clotheslines the other one over the top rope outside. That was Thrasher. Let's see. Looks like he was about to go for the backwards DDT and gets clothesline as a result of it. While Hillbilly Jim is talking to the referee, doesn't realize the mistake he's making. So while Henry's fighting Thrasher in the corner, Phineas gets hit with almost like a top rope fast press by Maj, and the Headbangers win the match. They say that was actually invented by Ray Stevens, but it looked like a fast press. So they called it, as I recall, that just read bombs away. Okay, let's see. I got to see this again to see for certain what this maneuver was. Let's see. Yeah, I can see now it is more like a bombs. I can see now I did kind of mess that up. Ray Stevens didn't create it from the ropes, but he did create it when he was running. So that's what makes it different. A fast press is when you jump onto your opponent to take them down and you start hitting them with right hands. You originally the fast press invented by Lou Thesz. He did it so well that that's why it was a finisher, because there was no way of kicking out of it. That's how skilled he was. This is more like Rey Mysterio's West Coast Pop. Fast press is, I just said, how you jump onto your opponent and take them down. As you jump them, it's like you almost like tackling them right here. And we take them down, start hitting them with rights after rights after rights, usually. This one, the landing was across the throat. So that way you could almost guarantee a win. That's what the difference is. Right. After that advertisement was over, we're talking about sportsmanship, camaraderie, respect. That's supposed to be another next pay-per-view they do at this time. They did at this time. It's called In Your House. Okay. That's interesting in itself. The In Your House this year after this was also April 20th. So the next match is for the Intercontinental title. Rocky Maivia is first ever WrestleMania, defending against the Iron Sheik's new acquisition, the Sultan. And along with the Iron Sheik was Bob Backlund, who the Iron Sheik beat for the Worldwide Wrestling Federation heavyweight title at one time. That's why this was unexpected in the first place. And out to do special commentary was the person at this time who was known for having the longest intercontinental title reigns ever, Honky Tonk Man, which was an obvious Elvis Presley ripoff character. Right. Okay. Rocky Maivia was so excited that he was running to the ring. Takes the belt off, hands it to referee Earl Hebner. At this time, the WWE didn't have a lot of third generation stars. So they're talking about how Rocky Maivia was the first WWE star to be a third generation. In the audience there was his father's former tag team partner, Tony Atlas. See. Start talking to each other, or at least Rocky does. Let's see. I don't know what Rocky's doing here. It's something he's doing that for some reason. I don't know what it stands for. It's pushed by the Sultan. He pushes back the Sultan. He blocks that right hand, gives about 2 or 3 right hands for zone 4. Irish whip, reversal by the Sultan. Shoulder block takes down Rocky. He kips up out of it. He goes for a couple of right hands. 3 to the corner. Irish whip, reversal by the Sultan to Rocky. Rocky bounces off the ropes, comes back with a clothesline of his own. And drop kick. Ooh, I can see why he never did another drop kick again. You get 2 actually. Finally knocks the Sultan out of the ring through the ropes. Referee Earl Hebner is trying to stop him from going to the ropes. What I always found interesting about these particular pair of Rocky's boots is how the back of his boots you could actually see his trying to think of how to say that. You could actually see part of his leg through the boots. I always thought that was interesting. Misses that third right hand and hits his arm against the ringside post by mistake outside. See, show a split screen between the action and Honky Tonk Man wearing a headset, saying what he thought they should be doing instead of being outside the ring, getting back in the ring. Ooh. Couple of right hands to the injured arm of Rocky. Irish whip. Clotheslines Rocky down. Let's see. Ooh, a thrust. That's what it's called, a thrust. Where you do like that into the throat of your opponent or against the chin of your opponent to knock him down. What he did to Rocky to get him down. Let's see. Let's see. It's Rocky to his feet. That time he blocks that right hand with a right hand of his own. He gets goozled by the throat by on the throat by the Sultan. It throws him into the corner. Comes off the ropes, gets clotheslined down by the Sultan. See, nonchalant cover makes him kick out by putting his shoulder up to break the the count. He's working over the trapezius muscle like a submission hold attempt. Gets to his feet, right hand, breaks the grip of the Sultan, runs to the rope, ducks that. I think that was supposed to be a clothesline, but he gets hit in the gut with a knee by the Sultan. Goes for it. Looks like a backbreaker here. Gets it. See. Sultan goes to the apron. Looks like he's going to the top rope. See. Gets out. Looks like was a diving headbutt. Notchline cover 2. Kick out. Right shoulder up by Rocky. Irish whip. Sunset flip. To counter the when he put his head down, Rocky decided to do a sunset flip pin attempt. Let's see. Now he's goozling him again to pick him up. Like they call it a chokehold. Gets out of it. When he gets out of it, that Rocky that is, gets hit with a headbutt. Belly to belly suplex, bring you back to the Magnum TA days when he was the first person to use it as a finisher. Kick out with a nonchalant cover at that. At 2. Goes for a rear chin lock, they call it in wrestling. Okay. See. Keeps on applying pressure, trying to make Rocky pass out here. Let's see. Okay. Picks up his arm once. Down twice. He keeps it up the third time. Right hand. 3 times, run. Ducks that clothesline. Double clothesline. Both men hit each other. They go down right away. All right, let me pause this. All right. This is supposed to be. I don't like to do everything in one episode because it may take too long to upload. So when I'm finished with this match, by the way, Rocky just got 2 count pin attempts on the Sultan for Sultan kicked out. I don't want to take too long on this, so after this match is over, this is the first part that I'm going to do. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do a second part. Let's see. Forearm over the back of Rocky. Doesn't stop him. He's getting fired up, actually. 3 forearms. This time he blocks the third one. 1, 2 right hands. 3, 4, 5. Knocks him down. Another drop kick. Ooh. Right hand. Irish whip. Kick. Right hand. Go for the belly to belly. Suplex. Gets it on him. Hooks the leg. 2. Kick out. Left shoulder up. He just got a thumb to the eye. Yeah, he got a thumb to the eye, all right. Irish whip. Turns around. DDT. Counters that. Clothesline. Spins around and gives him a DDT. He was doing a shout out to his former college football team. Let's see. Crossbody press coming. Gets it. The referee's being distracted by the Sheik, the Iron Sheik. See, he's fussing with Rocky. See what the Sultan does here? Does nothing because before he could do anything, Rocky turned around, hits with a couple of right hands, kicks him when he puts his head down. When he comes back, much like a super kick to his face, knocks him down. Kick out, right shoulder up. Another nonchalant cover. Don't know why people try a nonchalant cover. That never works. Okay, looks like he's gonna go for power bomb or something here. Pile driver. That's in front of Jerry Lawler. I wonder what he has to say about that. Hooks the leg. 2. Left shoulder up by Rocky. People who may not know, the pile driver was a thing made popular by Jerry Lawler. Okay, turn, roll button. Okay, whatever he was going for when he picked up Rocky, Rocky turned it around on him, rolled him up for a 3 count. Keeps the title. I'm gonna stop right there. This is on the Daniel Vaillant Show on YouTube. To my Facebook friends out there, I really miss y'all. I was doing some things that at the time I thought were okay, but I realize now that I almost ruined everything I had. So that's why I haven't been on Facebook as much. I hope y'all are praying for me. Um, I hope that y'all understand that being on Facebook, as much as I like to be on Facebook, if it's causing me harm, I need to be off it for now. But I do thank y'all for being my friends and do thank y'all for the love and concern y'all have for me. And I hope y'all watch this because it's me talking. It's not a video of what I'm talking about. It's just me. So I hope y'all do watch this when I share it. And I'm gonna be finished with Beacon in about 5 weeks almost. And for people that know my story, that know what I can do outside of podcasting, what I want to do is sit with people that don't have anybody to help them. That's what I want to do. But at the moment, I can't drive. So if anybody can think of anything that they know that I can do to make money or to have a part time job, please don't hesitate to let me know. Because I'm willing to help. If anybody needs my help with anything and I can do it, I don't mind helping people. Thank you and goodbye.